Here are 7 things you probably don't understand about domestic violence. The victim often has massive financial, professional, social, and safety reasons to hide the abuse. For instance, if the victim is financially dependent on the abuser, then reporting the abuse could cause the victim to have no source of financial support. The abuser inherently has massive financial, professional, social, and legal reasons to isolate, discredit, and silence the victim and all other witnesses. For instance, if the victim reports the abuser could lose their job and could go to jail. Reporting the abuse or warning others about the abuser proves, in the mind of the abuser, that he or she is actually the victim and that others are out to get him or her. For example, if the abuser is arrested, the abuser will blame the victim for causing this upsetting experience and for all the negative consequences of that arrest. The internet, the web, smartphone apps, and social media make it extremely difficult to escape from an abuser. Even if, for example, a victim manages somehow to delete their contact information from all the web services that make such information publicly available, an unsuspecting friend or employer of the victim can easily reveal this information by way of an innocent post or comment on social media. The system makes it extremely difficult to escape from an abuser. Certain types of public records, for instance, require disclosure of the victim's contact information. Other victims often have massive financial, professional, social, and safety reasons to cover for the abuser and discredit their fellow victims. If one victim is financially dependent on the abuser, for example, that victim may actively contradict other victims to protect their own financial interests. The victim's friends and family, if they know the abuser or knew about the abuse, will gaslight the victim in order to serve their own psychological, financial, social, and legal needs. Of the things we've discussed today, this one is probably the one that victims will have the hardest time accepting. Unlike in a case of street crime, where friends and family will, of course, rally around the victim and do everything they can to support the victim, the opposite is true in cases of domestic violence. In the latter cases, friends and family members will actively rally in opposition to the victim and take the side of the abuser, inflicting a truly devastating new trauma on the victim. Why does it happen? Because it's very hard to accept that someone you've known for years is an abuser. So friends and family of the victim, who also know the abuser, will find it easier to accuse the victim of lying than to confront the fact that someone they know is an abuser.
This video is provided as a public service for educational purposes only. It does not provide legal, medical, financial, or psychological advice, nor any advice of any kind, for any reason or for any particular situation. The information provided is of a general nature and does not recount facts about any specific event or about any specific person.